Welcome to another travel edition of Great Health, Abundant Happiness, and Outrageous Love. We are at the White Elephant.
Hi, Jeffrey.
Oh, where'd you get that book?
Travels with George Washington, in search of George Washington and his legacy, by Nathaniel Philbrick. We actually found this book downstairs in the lobby. They've got a selection of books and it looked interesting. Jeffrey is a huge GW fan, so we asked if we could bring it to our room and read it. And
yes, I was reading it this morning. It's great. And actually, Nathaniel Philbrick, he wrote The Heart of the Sea. That's a great book.
Exactly.
He's a Nantucket guy. But anyway, so this is Nantucket.
Speaking of Nantucket.
White Elephant, Nantucket. Great place.
Absolutely beautiful place. The White Elephant has been around for a bit. This is room 22. It is a suite. So you've got your little guest area here, which is really nice, very serene. And TV, there's a mini bar and a safe under here. I will say these need a little bit of work, so we will let them know before we check out because it's actually a little bit dangerous on your hands there. But it's really nice. They've got a desk if you want to work, or if you want to watch TV and your travel mate wants to go to bed, there's a separate bed, which is really nice for a suite.
What do we have here? I think I'll take that.
My favorite part is Jeffrey and I love taking baths. There is a lovely bathtub and a great shower, double sink. So
that's key. I'm going to do a quick scan here.
Scan there.
The bathtub is great, and I love when the shower is connected to it here, but as Karen said,
yes,
we just do enjoy bathtub on the road like this.
We do.
And you've got your robes.
Because anybody who watches any of our videos knows I'm just going to hang this here. This is a beautiful robe. It's really nice. It's got that plush soft inside and the outside is that cotton. It's thick. It's got the White Elephant label, and it's a really nice high quality robe.
I'm glad you're putting that out here because this morning I was looking for a robe, but
there are two, by the way.
And it's a day that you want to be in and be cozy because it's raining out here in Nantucket. It is early October in Nantucket. So let me do a quick picture outside here. But that's the Nantucket Hotel over there with the flag going, and you can see the maybe you can see the elephant on the wind vane. What is that called? Weather vane. Weather vane.
Right.
Thank you.
And Nantucket is known for its gray days, which we are having today. And for Jeffrey and I, we don't care if it's raining, sleeting, sunny, whatever. It is absolutely magical to be here on Nantucket. We spent the night here last night. That's why the decorative pillows are not on the bed. Housekeeping did come in and make up the bed, and so let's rate this. Before I get to the ratings real quickly, I just want to differentiate. So the White Elephant has also purchased a bunch of other properties. This one used to be called the Harbor House. It is now part of the White Elephant. So when you check into the White Elephant, you want to make sure which building you're checking into because there's separate reception areas. This one,
this isn't part of the traditional hotel, which is down on the water,
exactly,
right?
Or what they call the historic hotel.
But you can walk between the two.
You can absolutely walk between the two. They are both walkable to town. Neither one, I would say, is better than the other. They're just different, right? So the other one's a little more historic. It's in the same building as the restaurant. So if that's important to you, stay in the other one. This one they say is a little more contemporary. And
I'm going to kick off your rating because you just keyed right into it. So you 5 pearls on location. So location. 5+
pearls on location. I mean, you cannot beat the location of any of the White Elephant buildings. They're just phenomenal. And then the next thing would be the bed and the sheets and the pillows. 5+ pearls on these sheets. These are really ultra luxurious. They use the full down comforters, and the pillows are, they actually have a variety. So you've got the squishy and the more foamy, I call it. So one for Jeffrey's taste and one for my taste. I will say the bed was slightly soft. I'm not sure, I can't figure it out if it's that Tempur-Pedic or not.
Not this way.
Not really sure.
Well, but so on that, so sleepability, what will you give it?
I'm going to give it a 4.5. The sheets I'm giving a 5+. but the softness of the bed, it was a hair too soft for me. I actually was sort of in a cocoon, and you know, it's not like I weigh a ton, and the bed really sunk in where I was sleeping.
Well,
so,
honey, I think we're gonna have to have a little bit of a conversation.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. She's light as a feather. But hey,
you.
One thing I was gonna say is I love the door on the bedroom because I get up ahead of Karen. If any of you guys do that, it's really nice. So I get up really early. I was able to shut the door and come out here and obviously read my George Washington book and check mail. I went and got coffee. I usually get a cup of coffee. We'll get there in a second, but coffee before Karen gets up, and then I bring her coffee when she gets up. But anyway, I love the door. Yes. I don't know if you know when I left. Sometimes you're awake, but it was nice. I could shut it, and it's nice and dark in there.
And by the way, we don't have a dog anymore. For those of you who may or may not know, I don't think we've talked about it because it's just too sad. But Sugar Baby has moved on, and so we now are staying at some places that are not pet friendly. This is not a pet friendly hotel. Just know that.
But they have pet friendly rooms here, correct?
They don't.
Oh, they don't. Okay.
So you can stay at their wolf cottages, which are being renovated, which we have stayed at in the past, and they're down by the wharf. And whether you've got a pet or not,
that's cool.
I highly recommend them. They are noisier because you're in the heart of everything, but it's in such a fun area. And they're different. They're much more to me that Nantucket-y feel. This is a little bit, I want to say upscale for...
Yeah, because the wolf cottages, they're all down the dock, which is super cool, but it is kind of like shingles, cedar shake.
Cedar shake.
It's kind of what you expect. Yeah, wood floors, right, it's not carpeted.
You know, white bleached wood floors and white...
I actually prefer that when I come to Nantucket.
I do too.
Yeah.
And that's all I want to say is that the next time I would clarify, I personally would like to be in the more historic buildings. I'm not super happy with carpeting on the floor, and the other buildings don't have that. The carpet, you know, we walked in and there's stains. I mean, people do spill, and in a wood floor, it's easy to wipe up. The carpet, it's not.
Right.
With that said, I don't want to sound like a prima donna. This is absolutely lovely.
Well,
so
sometimes you call them like they see them. Hey, so listen, so that's it. So you gave location. We talked about the sleepability, the staff.
Oh,
5 pearls. What do you give them?
5+ pearls. First of all, when I called, upon arriving to the island to see if our room was ready, and we got here very early. I think it was 11 or in the morning. She said it wasn't, but could I take your phone number and I will call you and let you know when your room's ready. I thought that was really nice. And she called me about an hour later and our room was ready. In addition, there are no chains on the island. So there are no memberships, you know, no Marriott rewards or Hyatt or anything like that. But one little tip, if you've got an American Express card, you can book through them and you do get a few perks, which I didn't even know about, but you have to call American Express to book it. It was the same price as if I called here and booked myself. But in addition, I'm getting a $200 credit on my American Express bill, as well as a $100 resort credit to use here at the restaurant, which is phenomenal, right?
And it is, the upgrade was included.
Oh, and an upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why we got the suite instead of just a standard hotel.
But so the staff, the people have been incredible. So you talked to that gal up front. Everybody last night and this morning have been just super sweet. Yes. They have this cool thing going on too, which we haven't done it because we have our Jeep here, but they raffle off. They've got a really cool BMW that you can take up for 4 hours. So they raffle it off in the morning and in the afternoon. We don't need that, but that's kind of cool.
Right.
A lot of fun things they're doing here. So this is a fun place.
And they also do, they do Danish and coffee in the morning. I don't know what the hours are. And then they do a port.
And cheese.
And cheese and fruit at 4 o'clock. That was lovely. We sat by their fireplace in their lobby. I will say the lobby here is beautiful.
Yeah,
it's
gorgeous.
All freshly done. So they're doing a lot of renovating and upkeep of this area.
Okay, so now I'm going to go to cleanliness. So 1 to 5 pearls on cleanliness.
You know, I have to give it 5 pearls. I can't ding the cleanliness because the carpet had a stain.
Yeah, why don't you back up so we can see? Like, it's not a big deal.
No,
like, you know, as soon as I saw that, I said, "Oh, Karen's not going to like that." Like, you know, but you know, people spill stuff. I remember our friends at the Regatta Inn. They had that brand new white rug, and I spilt my red wine there when we came in.
They had literally laid it down the day before, and Jeffrey spilled red wine all over it. So, and thankfully the innkeeper...
It wasn't all over it, by the way, but I just like my glass tipped over.
Okay, well, Lynn, who I believe has moved to another location, or maybe is not doing that anymore, she was the innkeeper, and we had spent a lot of time with her, you know, throughout the years, and she was just very gracious about it. But outside of that, like, I noticed the glass even behind the TV and the television set in the back, everything is wiped out, immaculate. Housekeeping is stupendous. I give them 5 pearls.
And then the last thing then would be the coffee, which, by the way, they have coffee down there. There's an espresso machine and big pods. So I showed you that crema on there. Are you drinking coffee or having a tea?
I'm having a tea now.
I brought you coffee this morning, but the La Crema on that was, even after you drank it, I don't know what it is, because we have an espresso machine. We've had one for years that we travel with once in a while. That thing is puts a great La Crema on it.
It was phenomenal.
Now that being said, so that's there all the time. And this morning when they went down for Danish and stuff, they did have fresh coffee out that you just, you know, pour brewed coffee. So I'm going to go ahead, because of the Nespresso and the coffee, I'm going to go ahead and give them a 4.8 on the coffee. Because it's not down there 24/7. I guess it is. The Nespresso is, and that's one of my pet peeves. For one, I don't like to pay for coffee when I'm paying so much for a hotel,
you don't have to.
And I don't have to wait. So I don't have to wait there, and I don't have to pay for it. So I'm going to give them a 4.8 and maybe a 4.9 because it's up there.
And I bump it up a little bit because I'm having tea, and any time they offer organic teas, I mean, that to me means they made a conscious decision to provide a really high quality product for their guests, because organic teas are more expensive, and I'm very grateful for that. So all in all, this place is wonderful. You might want to compare it to our review of the Nantucket Hotel. They're very different, but both lovely choices. And I would say either one is fantastic and both very walkable to town, which is key if you're coming here for a short time, especially without a car.
Which reminds me, we're going to walk to Brotherhood of Thieves right now for lunch.
Yes, wishing you great health, abundant happiness, and outrageous love from the White Elephant on Nantucket, Massachusetts.
Thanks for watching, guys.